Hi, everyone. It's me, it's Coral, and it is the special time where I sit in a corner and I read things that you write in Discord and I talk to you. It's Coral's Corner. Okay, so you guys asked me some stuff in our Discord, which is over at cybergarbage.cool, and now I am going to answer those things that you asked me. The first thing is from Undead Rob, and Undead Rob asked, Dear Coral, top 5 bands, and do you mess with hardcore/post-hardcore? I listened to some 80s hardcore in high school, a lot of Dead Kennedys and Black Flag and Minor Threat, and not so much anymore, and I'd never listened to like later era hardcore or post-hardcore. And my top 5 bands would probably be Bomb the Music Industry / like Jeff Rosenstock now, and Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, and then after that everything just kind of falls apart and it's just whatever. Adam and the Ants is up there, and Prince is probably up there, and like Marina and the Diamonds, and yeah, I don't know. My Chemical Romance, I feel like was, and then definitely wasn't, and now that I just like am not ashamed of my youth, maybe they're allowed to reclaim a title, maybe not, I haven't decided yet. Motel Romeo said, Dear Coral, what is the best part about being a woman? Is it the prerogative to have a little fun? No, I don't feel like that's an innate womanly thing, the prerogative to have fun. At least not me. I'm not a very fun person. I think the best part about being a woman is just knowing other women and being in like the woman club with other women. The most like influential and important people in my life have usually been women, and my favorite stories are usually about women and by women. And I think when like you talk about the human condition or great stories or great musicians from the past, it's usually men talking about their experiences, and you don't really see a lot of as much women talking about like the internal life of being a woman. So I think actually being a woman is very important to understanding that, and it feels very special. And yeah, I'm just glad that I'm in a group with other women. That's my favorite thing about being a woman. Ace in the Sky said, Dear Coral, what's your favorite video game of all time? It's Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2. I can't remember the difference. It's all one big thing, and it's my favorite, and it's really dumb and really long, and there's a lot of stupid drama about sharing Paopu fruits and uniting destinies, and there's a lot of betrayal, and Mickey Mouse is like a stoic knight moving through the universe, and that's weird and doesn't really make sense, and it's all just this nonsense long RPG game, and I can just kind of mash the X button in every single fight, and eventually that will work. So all those things together make it my favorite game. Chris the Anti-Hero said, Dear Coral, if you started a punk band, what instrument would you play? And similarly, Bredwa said, Dear Coral, if Cyber Garbage was a band, what instrument would each person play? I would play the bass, for sure. I think Joey would play the drums. I think Nick would play guitar, maybe have like some like math rock vibes in his guitar playing. And I think Alex would just be the front singer person. I think that's pretty easy to pick, actually. And Spy Scout said, Dear Coral, when do you start planning / preparing for Halloween? It is the end of summer. As soon as it starts to feel like it might be fall soon is when I start thinking about Halloween, which is pretty much right now, or at least very soon. I like to have everything, all my plans, costume and Halloween weekend-wise, kind of locked by October 1st. So that means I have to figure shit out before that. As far as this year, I think I am going to go as Veronica Sawyer, which is Winona Ryder's character, in Heathers near the end of the movie. So when she's in her school outfit and her hair's all a mess and there was a bomb and she's got a cigarette and she looks very cool. And my boyfriend is going to go as Christian Slater in that movie, also post-bomb. I think that's the plan. It might change. It usually changes at least once before October rolls around, but as of right now, that's probably where I'm going. Lampoon said, Dear Coral, what do you watch to make you happy / want a good cry? make me happy, would be Parks and Rec is my top show. It is the most like comfort food loving heart show I can think of, and I kind of save that show. I don't watch it unless I really like need a pick me up, because I don't want to like ruin it or get used to it or start remembering like plot beats to it. So I save that show as my like emergency make me feel better show. And then Great British Bake Off is also a really good feel good show. As far as movies, Jennifer's Body might be my go-to happy place movie. And then for a good cry, I don't really have any go-tos just because I don't actively seek out things that make me feel bad, and if I need to cry, it will happen no matter what. It's very bright now. It's like distractingly bright. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't watch things that will make me cry because I don't need to cry more than I already cry. But Lady Bird definitely made me tear up a lot last year, and Sunshine Cleaning, which is this Amy Adams, Emily Blunt movie from probably like 10 or 15 years ago, really stuck with me, and that was a good, solid cry in a good way. And then on the other end of crying, there's like Charlie Kaufman stuff. So Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is always a good, like just ugly, miserable time. And Synecdoche, New York is also just a traumatic, like deep, existential, your life is bad and meaningless kind of sad. So I don't watch that very often. Race-Dale said, Dear Coral, what's the most normal thing about each person in Cyber Garbage? The most normal thing about Joey is that he went to UCLA. Just went to a big old state school kind of thing. The most normal thing about Nick is that I think it's just that he worked at Best Buy. I do know like 3 other people who've worked at Best Buy, so I think there's just a weird experience a lot of people have. And the most normal thing about Alex is just his haircut. He has a very standard haircut, and it's been the same haircut for as long as I've known him, at least. So, yeah. It's the most normal thing about everyone. Mega Gildy said, Dear Coral, what's the most evil thing you did to a Sims character? It's just all the different ways you can kill them. I haven't done anything especially horrific. I like to make them go swimming, give them a little ladder to get in the pool, and then take the ladder away, and then they just do vigorous laps until they drop dead like a day and a half later. So I guess that. You can also like burn them to death or put them in a basement and not let them out, and I think you can even get them like to call the Grim Reaper on their friend, and then the Grim Reaper will show up and kill their friend. But I think that's just in like a Sims 2 expansion pack or something. So it's been a while since I've rang up the Grim Reaper, but that's a good one. And the last thing is from Forgotten Toothpick, who said, Dear Coral, would you be interested in doing a painting stream with a Bob Ross wig on? I am not a good painter, but I could try, and I would not look good in a Bob Ross wig, but I could also try to do that. And sure, maybe a Coral's Corner in the future will be about happy trees and bad hair. We can give it a shot. And that's it. That's it for my corner. Thanks. It's gonna just get blue and then end now. Goodbye.